Sometimes, without any warning, a person begins to build a home inside your mind. You wake up, and their name is the first whisper on the edge of your consciousness. You move through your day, a ghost of their smile flickering in your periphery. You try to immerse yourself in work, in music, in the laughter of friends, but they are a constant undertow, gently pulling you back to a memory, a feeling, a question. And as you lie in the quiet of the night, their face is the last image that appears behind your closed eyes. You start to ask yourself, with a sense of quiet desperation, why? Why can't I stop thinking about them? Is this love? Is this a lingering attachment? Or is this something else? Something deeper? A spiritual echo I cannot explain. You feel you are alone in this silent obsession, but you are not. This experience is a profound and universal human mystery, a sign that something powerful is happening just beneath the surface of reality. What if I told you that these thoughts are not just empty echoes in the chamber of your mind? What if they are living things, threads of energy that you are weaving, moment by moment, into a tapestry that connects your soul to theirs? Today, we are going to explore this invisible thread. This thread is the powerful, unseen connection that forms when it becomes your habit to think of someone. It is a conduit, a channel through which energy, emotion, and information flow silently between you, regardless of distance, regardless of time, regardless of silence. For the next 25 minutes, we will journey together along this thread. We won't just observe it. We will learn to feel its texture, to understand its vibrations, and to discover the profound truth it reveals, not about them, but about you. This is not a video to be watched passively. This is a masterclass in the energetics of human connection. This is a workshop for your soul. If you are ready to stop being a prisoner of your thoughts and start becoming the weaver of your own energetic destiny, then take a deep breath and consider hitting that subscribe button as your first pledge to yourself. It is a small click, but it is an affirmation that you are ready to understand. Together, we will complete this journey. Let us begin by stepping into the space where this thread originates, your own mind. Picture your thoughts about this person, not as random sparks, but as deliberate, focused beams of light. Every time you remember them, you send a pulse down this invisible thread. Every time you feel a surge of emotion tied to them, be it love, pain, longing, or anger, you are sending a powerful wave of energy. This is not poetry. It is the fundamental nature of our interconnected universe. Quantum physics is beginning to touch upon what ancient wisdom traditions have known for millennia. Consciousness is not contained within the skull. It is a field that extends outwards, influencing and interacting with the world around it. Your focused thought is one of the most powerful creative forces you possess. Now, when this force becomes a habit, directed consistently toward one individual, three profound and invisible things begin to happen to that person, whether they are consciously aware of it or not. The first is that your thoughts begin to reach their subconscious mind. Imagine their subconscious as a calm, deep lake. Your conscious mind, your daily life, is the surface of that lake, rippled by the winds of work, responsibilities, and social interactions. But beneath that surface lies the vast, still, receptive depth of the subconscious. It is here that your energetic transmissions arrive. You might not be sending them a text message, but your energy is delivering a message directly to their soul. Have you ever been going about your day, perfectly fine, when a sudden, inexplicable wave of sadness washes over you, or a moment of warmth that seems to come from nowhere? Often, this is the subconscious mind picking up on the strong emotional broadcast of someone who is deeply connected to us. Your thoughts, charged with the electricity of your emotions, create a specific vibrational frequency. This frequency travels through the shared field of consciousness, the collective unconscious that the great psychologist Carl Jung spoke of. and it finds its target. It doesn't knock on the front door of their conscious mind. It seeps in through the basement window of their subconscious. This is why they might suddenly dream of you after months of no contact. In the dream state, the conscious mind's guard is down, and the subconscious is free to process these incoming energetic signals. They might wake up with a lingering feeling of you, unable to explain why you were on their mind. This is why you might be thinking of them intensely, feeling a deep pang of longing, and in that very hour, they view your social media story or send a casual, out-of-the-blue message. It feels like a magical coincidence, but it is the law of energetic resonance. Your persistent thought created a pressure, a vibration in their energy field, and their subconscious mind nudged them to act. It whispered, "Reach out, check on them. Something is there." They may rationalize it as a random impulse, but the impulse was born from the seed your energy planted. I want you to try something with me now, just for a moment. Close your eyes if it feels safe to do so. Bring this person's face to your mind. See them clearly. Now, instead of thinking about what you miss or what you've lost, I want you to focus on the quiet space between you. Imagine that invisible thread connecting your heart to theirs. Feel it. And now, I want you to consciously send a single, pure feeling down that thread. Not a demand, not a question, just a feeling. Let's choose peace. In your mind, wrap the feeling of deep, unconditional peace in a bubble of light and gently send it down the thread to them. Just release it, with no expectation of a response. Let it go. Now, take a deep breath and open your eyes. You have just engaged in a conscious act of energetic transmission. You have spoken to their subconscious mind in the only language it truly understands, the language of pure feeling. Understand this. You are always transmitting. The question is not whether you are sending signals, but what kind of signals you are sending. If your thoughts are a storm of anxiety, obsession, and pain, you are sending chaos down that line. You may be inadvertently causing them to feel restless, confused, or agitated without them ever knowing the source. You are creating static in their energetic field. But when you learn to send peace, when you think of them with forgiveness and gentle release, you are sending medicine. You are calming the waters of their subconscious lake, and in doing so, you are calming your own. This leads us to the second great truth. Their energy field begins to mirror yours. Every living being possesses an electromagnetic field, an aura that surrounds the physical body. This field is a living, breathing extension of your inner state. It vibrates with the frequency of your emotions, your health, and your thoughts. When you are happy and at peace, your aura is expansive, bright, and coherent. When you are in a state of fear, anger, or depression, it becomes constricted, dense, and chaotic. When you form a habitual thought link with another person, this invisible thread acts as a tuning fork. Your energy field begins to slowly, subtly, synchronize with theirs. This is not just a spiritual idea. It is a phenomenon observable in nature, known as entrainment. Two pendulums, mounted on the same wall, will eventually swing in perfect unison. Fireflies in a forest will begin to flash in synchrony. The heart cells of two people in love, when placed in a petri dish, will start to beat in rhythm. This is the universe's natural tendency toward harmony and resonance. Your connection is no different. When you are thinking of them constantly, you are creating a powerful, dominant vibration. And like the stronger pendulum, your energy field begins to entrain theirs. Their mood can start to shift to reflect yours. If you are going through a period of deep sadness and loss connected to them, they may find themselves feeling an unexplainable melancholy, a heaviness in their spirit. They might dismiss it as a bad day, but they are mirroring the frequency you are broadcasting. Conversely, if you are experiencing a surge of joy, creativity, and self-love, and you happen to think of them with warmth in that state, you are sending them a wave of high-frequency energy. They might suddenly feel a lift in their spirits, an unexpected burst of optimism. They are reflecting the light you are shining down the thread. The psychiatrist and consciousness researcher, Dr. David R. Hawkins, mapped the vibrational frequencies of human emotions, showing how feelings like love, joy, and peace vibrate at a much higher and more powerful frequency than shame, guilt, or fear. When you hold this person in your mind, you are choosing which frequency to transmit. Let's pause here. Many people hear this and immediately think this is a tool for manipulation. They think, if I just feel happy enough, I can make them feel happy and they will come back to me. This is a profound misunderstanding of how energy works. The universe does not reward manipulation. It rewards authenticity. The moment you try to fake a high vibration to get a specific outcome, your energy becomes tainted with the frequency of attachment and need, which is a low, constricting vibration. The key is not to change your energy for them. The key is to change your energy for you. As you genuinely heal, as you genuinely find peace and self-love within yourself, the signal you transmit becomes clear, coherent, and healing. It becomes a gift, not a demand. And this is where the work of Dr. Bessel van der Kolk becomes so relevant. In his book, The Body Keeps the Score, he explains how unresolved emotions and trauma are stored not just in the mind, but in the very cells of our body, affecting our nervous system and our entire energetic state. When your thoughts of this person are rooted in the pain of a wound they caused or a loss you experienced, your body is in a constant, low-grade state of fight or flight. You are physically living in the past. Your energy field is broadcasting a signal of trauma, and through the invisible thread, you are keeping them tethered to that same traumatic energy. You are, in effect, holding both of you hostage in the past. True healing, then, is the process of releasing that stored emotional energy from your own body. It's about letting your nervous system know that you are safe now, that the threat is over. How do we do this? Right now, I want you to notice where you feel the thought of this person in your body. Don't think about it, feel it. Is it a tightness in your chest? A pit in your stomach? A lump in your throat? That is the physical anchor of the energetic connection. Place your hand on that spot, gently. Now, take a slow, deep breath, not into your lungs, but imagine you are breathing directly into that spot under your hand. And as you exhale, imagine a little of that tightness, that density, releasing from your body like a gray smoke. Let's do it again. Breathe in pure, clean light into that spot. And breathe out the stored pain. One more time. Breathe in self-compassion. And breathe out the old story. You are not trying to get rid of the feeling. You are simply giving it space. You are tending to your own energetic garden. As you do this, day after day, you are not cutting the thread. You are changing what it is made of. It transforms from a rope of pain into a strand of shimmering light, and the person on the other end will feel it. They will feel the release. They will feel the peace you are cultivating within yourself, and it will give their soul permission to do the same. Before we move to the third and most mysterious consequence, we need to address a common misconception that can trap us in a painful loop. Many believe that if you can't stop thinking about someone, it is a definitive sign that they are your twin flame or soulmate, and that your destiny is to be together. This belief, while romantic, can be a form of spiritual bypassing. It can keep us waiting for a reality that may not be meant for us, preventing us from doing the real work of healing. The truth is, the intensity of the connection is not a measure of its destiny. It is a measure of the lesson it holds for you. A person can enter your life with the force of a cosmic event, not because they are your other half, but because they are the catalyst you need to find your whole self. They are the mirror, sent to show you your unhealed wounds, your patterns of attachment, your capacity for love, and your hidden strength. The constant thoughts are your soul's way of saying, pay attention, there is something here you need to learn. The lesson might be about forgiveness, It might be about setting boundaries. It might be about learning to be alone and finding yourself worthy of your own love. To believe the connection is only valuable if it ends in a romantic reunion is to miss the entire point of the journey. The journey is not back to them. The journey is back to you. The obsessive thinking is simply the homing beacon, guiding you to the parts of yourself that need your attention the most. When you realize this, the energy shifts. The desperation fades, and a sacred curiosity takes its place. You stop asking, when will they come back? And you start asking, what is this connection trying to teach me about myself? That is the question that unlocks true freedom. And this brings us to the third truth, where the personal becomes cosmic. When you constantly think about someone with deep, sustained emotion, destiny begins to rearrange the circumstances between you. This is the most profound and often misunderstood aspect of the invisible thread. Your consistent, emotionally charged thoughts do not just affect their subconscious and their energy field. They send a powerful request out into the quantum field of all possibility. The universe, which is fundamentally a network of energy and information, responds to sustained, coherent vibrations. Your thoughts are a form of prayer, a form of intention, and the universe is always listening. It begins to conspire on your behalf, not necessarily to give you what you want, but to give you what your soul needs for its evolution. This is the essence of what Carl Jung called synchronicity. Synchronicity is not just a fancy word for coincidence. It is the experience of having an inner, psychological event, like a thought or a dream, be meaningfully mirrored by an outer, physical event. You think of them, and their favorite obscure song plays on the radio. You have a dream, they tell you. I miss you. And you wake up to a message from them. You finally decide to let them go and visit a new coffee shop, only to see them walk through the door. These are not random accidents. These are the universe showing you that your inner world and the outer world are connected. They are signs of energetic alignment. The invisible thread is tugging on the fabric of reality itself. The more emotional and consistent your thoughts, the more you pull their vibrational reality into confluence with your own. The universe starts to lay breadcrumbs, creating pathways for your energies to intersect once more. But here is the crucial secret that most people miss. The universe does not bring people back so you can repeat the same story. It brings them back to offer a new choice point. It brings you together again for healing, for closure, for a lesson to be completed. Perhaps you are meant to have one final conversation, not to rehash the past, but to forgive it and release each other with love. Perhaps you are meant to see them again only to realize that you have outgrown the connection, to see with clear eyes that the person you've been holding in your mind is an idealized version of who they actually are. This allows you to finally let go with gratitude instead of pain. Or, perhaps, if both of you have done the necessary inner work, the universe brings you back to begin a new chapter, built on the wisdom and healing you've both achieved separately. The synchronicity is not a promise of a specific outcome. It is an invitation to a higher level of awareness. Think of it like this. Your sustained thought is a call you are making to the universe. The universe responds by arranging a meeting. When you stand before that person again, whether physically or through a message, you are being handed a test. The test is, will you fall back into the old patterns of attachment, neediness, and pain? Or will you operate from your newfound center of self-love, peace, and freedom? Your reaction in that moment determines your next karmic cycle. If you react with the old energy, the universe will gently say, not yet. The lesson is not learned, and the separation will likely continue. But if you can meet them from a place of wholeness, centered in your own worth and at peace with whatever happens, you have passed the test. You have mastered the lesson. And at that point, anything is possible. The connection can be peacefully dissolved, or it can be reborn into something healthier and more beautiful than it ever was before. The power is in your response. The synchronicities are just the stage the universe sets for you to demonstrate your growth. The spiritual teacher and author, Thich Nhat Hanh, taught the concept of interbeing, the profound truth that we are all deeply interconnected. He wrote, "You are me, and I am you. It is not possible to be alone. It is not possible to be separate." When you feel this deep connection to another, you are tapping into this fundamental reality. Your invisible thread is a testament to this truth of interbeing. It shows you that the boundaries between self and other are more porous than we believe. So, how do we transform this habit of constant thought from a source of suffering into a powerful engine for healing and growth? The answer is not to fight the thoughts. The more you try to suppress a thought, the more energy you give it. The instruction, "Don't think of a pink elephant," immediately makes you think of a pink elephant. Resistance creates persistence. The path is not resistance, but transformation. It is about changing the flavor of the thoughts themselves. Starting today, I want you to practice a new ritual. Every time their face or name appears in your mind, and you feel that familiar pang of longing or sadness, I want you to pause, take one conscious breath, and then, silently, in your heart, say this simple phrase: I send you peace. I send you love. I release you to your highest good as I continue my journey to mine. Let's break that down. I send you peace. I send you love. This immediately shifts your energy from a state of lack and need, "I miss you, I need you," to a state of abundance and giving. You become a source of healing energy, not a vacuum of longing. This act of blessing them instantly raises your own vibration. I release you to your highest good. This is a profound act of non-attachment. It acknowledges that their journey is their own, and you love them enough to want what is truly best for them, even if that isn't you. It cuts the energetic cords of ownership and control. As I continue my journey to mine, this is the most important part. It reclaims your energy. It brings the focus back to your own path, your own growth, your own life. It affirms that your happiness is not on hold, waiting for them. It is happening now. This simple affirmation, practiced consistently, is spiritual alchemy. It takes the lead of painful attachment and transforms it into the gold of unconditional love and freedom. It doesn't erase them from your heart, but it dissolves the painful charge. It turns the invisible thread from a chain into a lifeline of mutual blessing. You will be amazed at what happens. As you practice this, you will notice the obsessive thoughts begin to quiet. They don't vanish, but they lose their emotional grip on you. And on an energetic level, they will feel it too. They will feel the release of pressure, the shift from a chaotic pull to a gentle warmth. You are healing, both of you, simultaneously. We are coming to the end of our journey together, and it is time to bring all these threads together. The constant thought of another person is not a sign of madness or weakness. It is a sign that your soul is in a deep and active conversation with another. It is a sign of your profound capacity to feel, to connect, and to love. It is an invitation to look in the mirror of this connection and see what parts of you are asking for healing, an invitation to become a conscious steward of your own energy, realizing that what you broadcast, you create both in your life and in theirs, and an invitation to partner with destiny, to see the synchronicities not as promises, but as opportunities to demonstrate your own growth and claim your own peace. The great poet Rumi once wrote, "Your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek and find all the barriers within yourself that you have built against it." The person you can't stop thinking about is simply a spotlight, illuminating those barriers for you. The barrier of unworthiness, the barrier of fear of abandonment, the barrier of needing another to feel whole. Your work is not to get them to come back and save you. Your work is to thank them for showing you where the walls are, so that you can begin to dismantle them brick by brick. So, the key to the invisible thread, the ultimate aha moment, is this: you have been holding it all along. The power was never in what they did or didn't do. The power has always been in your hands, in how you choose to weave your end of the thread. You can weave it with threads of pain, regret, and waiting, creating a tapestry of sorrow that keeps you both stuck. Or you can begin today to weave it with threads of peace, forgiveness, and self-love, creating a masterpiece of healing that sets you both free. The choice has always been yours. Next time you find yourself lost in thoughts of them, don't scold yourself. See it as a sacred reminder, a bell of mindfulness. Let it be your cue to practice your new affirmation. I send you peace. I send you love. I release you. Then, turn your powerful, creative attention back to the one person who has been waiting for it all along. You. What is one small thing you can do right now to honor your own journey? Can you take a walk in nature? Can you listen to a piece of music that fills you with joy? Can you write down 3 things you are grateful for? Your actions today are not to prove you are worthy of their love. Your actions are an affirmation that you are already the source of your own. The thread remains. It may fade over time to a gentle silver shimmer in the background of your life. A beautiful, quiet testament to a connection that shaped you, that awakened you, that taught you the depths of your own heart. It no longer pulls you, no longer binds you. It is simply a part of the rich tapestry of your soul. And now you walk forward, free. Your mind is calm, your heart is whole. You are weaving new threads of light, connection, and beauty wherever you go. And most importantly, you have finally come home to yourself.